This video is about how to use rectangular area model to show multiplication of fractions. So this is the same questions as the last one that we did with the repeated additions, and now we're going to do rectangular area model. So remember from the whole number, when we did rectangular area model, the first number is like how many units you go down. So down 2, and then go over 3/5. So I want you to do this order because that show the model, and because this is less than 1, when we draw it, we will go to the next whole number. And over here it means 1. Alright, so we're going to draw the rectangular area model. Going down from 0, we need to go down 2 units. So make sure you put your 1 right next to the marking, 2 right next to the marking, and go over just 1 unit. So we're going to have 1 unit here, and then we're going to connect those lines, 1, 1, and 2. And over here, I need to go down to 2, right? I'm going to circle down to 2, but over, I just need 3/5, so I don't need 1. To find 3/5, we need to equally dividing the length between 0 and 1 into how many equal parts. So hopefully you know it's 5, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1/5, 2/5, 3/5 is right here. This is 4/5 and 1, right? I'm going to circle it, which means I'm supposed to shape down to 2 and over to 3/5. So this is the graph for that. And to find the answer, what we do is we are going to say the answer is going to be shade apart compared to 1 whole, which is 1 by 1. So again, anytime if you need a little bit more time to write this down, just pause the video. So shade apart, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So shade apart is 6. And then I need to see what is 1 whole. 1 whole means down to 1 and over to 1. So a lot of time I will highlight that to see what exactly is 1 whole. So I see down to 1 over to 1. Over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means I need 5 units to make 1 whole. So when I see that, I know I need to convert this, right? So when I convert, my dividend is 6, my divisor is 5, times 1 is 5. Subtract that. My remainder is 1. And if you're doing a test, make sure you label it or homework. This is your whole number. This is your numerator. And over here, you have your denominator. Sorry. So my final answer would be 1 whole, 1 out of 5. Are we okay? So this is rectangular area model, and we have a whole number times the fractions. And we already checked that earlier. That should be okay. So the next question, we're going to show you also rectangular area model, but it's going to be fraction times another fraction. So if you need to pause the video, feel free to do it. But we're going to work on the next one. Going to copy this one, maybe less confusing. Okay, not distracting. So this time we have a fraction times another fraction. With rectangular area model, the first number means what? We go down this many units, and then the second number is go over this many units. Okay, so because both of them are less than 1, so when you draw it, you probably need to round it to the next whole number, which is 1 whole here and another 1 whole here, right? So we're going to go down to 0 to 1 and go over 0 to 1, right? And then connect those lines. Go down, I need to locate 1/4. I cannot just draw this. I need to divide this in 2. 4 equal parts, and then I have 1/4 here, right? I'm going to circle it. I need to color down to this guy. And over 3/5, so how many equal part do I need to cut it to? Okay, 5. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. Okay, so I need to go down to 3/5, and I'm sorry, down to 1/4 over to 3/5. And that's all I'm shading, right? So down to 1/4 over to 3/5. And when I need to Y my answer is going to be shade apart over what make one whole, which is 1 by 1. Okay, how many shade apart? This is obvious. It's going to be 3. And to make one whole, we are going down to 1 and go over to 1. So together we can see, if we count all these little units, totally we're going to have 20 units. So this is a regular proper fraction, so that's my answer, right? And of course, if you want to check, this would be 1/4 times 3/5, and it's going to be top times top, bottom times bottom, right? So top times top is 3, bottom times bottom is 20. So let's check. Okay, so the last 2 example is about rectangular area model or multiplication for